innings. She's given up 2 earned runs today with that Haley Lee home run.
Cannon, who's grounded out and flew out her last time up. Looking to find any way that she can get on base to lead it off here in the 7th. Lined over to second, 1 away. Well, the history between these two teams runs deep. You go back to that 2002 regional final. It was a loss for A&M against OU, and they have not had success thus far against the Sooners here in Norman. They've met 5 of the last 10 years. But Jo Evans, perhaps since something a little different. Mackenzie Herzog, who, again, we've mentioned, who has great postseason experience from her prior stop, and a nice job in the circle, and here she can contribute. The 1-1 to Herzog. And line once more to Jennings. 2 away. Coco Woolley. Last try here to keep it alive for the Aggies. The winner of this win advances to the regional final. The loser drops to an elimination game later tonight. And the trend that you've seen throughout the tournament, starting 2-0 to advance the Super Regional 89% of the time. So if you can put yourself in position to be in that winner's bracket, the odds are in your favor to move on. The grounder stays on the infield, and that does it. Oklahoma wins it 3-2. They advance to the regional final tomorrow. Hope Trautwein picks up her first postseason win in an OU uniform. She completes this game, and now the Sooners can enjoy, while Jo Evans and these Aggies will have to prepare for an elimination game later tonight.
You're watching 7 Innings Live. Chris Budd and Jen Schroeder, Jess Mendoza. We just watched OU advance to tomorrow's game with a 3-2 win over Texas A&M. The 3 runs early on in the first inning was all the Sooners needed. But credit to Texas A&M. They come in, they had lost 8 straight in regionals, playing against an Oklahoma team. What is your biggest takeaway, Jen, from watching that early game in the regional?
Well, I'm proud of Texas A&M. I think Jo Evans' teams know how to fight, and I think Craig Snyder does a really good job with the offense. And Haley Lee, we have got to give her a little love because she mashed that ball that kept them in the ball game. I know you loved Oklahoma.
Well, I mean, I think this is a good test for them. I think this is what they're looking for. Honestly, they've been excited to get into this postseason because they've wanted more competition. This is what they want. They want a 3-2 ball game, of course, that they win. And Hope Troutwine, I think about her, a senior, just celebrating senior day a couple weeks ago. She transferred from North Texas, knowing that she'd be a role player. That had a freshman come in Jordy Ball and take that ace spot. Her first postseason win, probably the biggest win of her career. This was big for her.
So now Texas A&M will wait to play the winner of Prairie View, Minnesota. Oklahoma advances to tomorrow. If Texas A&M wants to advance, you have to beat Oklahoma today. Again, tomorrow. Did they learn anything today of being able to shut out Oklahoma the remainder of the 6 innings after giving up the 3 early on?
Well, I think that they saw a lot of Hope Troutwine. And towards the end of the innings, we saw balls being hit into play really hard. So that tells me the more looks, because mind you, now Oklahoma only has Nicole May and Hope Troutwine. Jordy Ball is out for the weekend. If you can find a way to get to Hope Troutwine more consistently, then you've got a chance, because you don't just need to beat them once, you have to beat them twice tomorrow.
And is it not the Achilles heel for Texas A&M?
know.
Always have to come
I
to
don't
Norman,
gotta go
so
to
there's that
Norman,
too,
yeah.
right?
No.
I mean, seriously.
I feel like at some point everyone's got to go through OU if you want to win the national championship. OU, one of 5 teams already today that have gone 2-0 to start the regional. So you have OU, Duke, Tennessee, Clemson, and UCF. The chances, if you go 2-0 to start the regional, that you end up in a super, 89%. So going 2-0 really helps when you start. But we have tons of action to get to from around